Activision, you have done a heinous crime. You fed off these Battle for Bikini Bottom fans to make money off your own lazily made game for $5. What do you have to say about this? You ruined people's childhoods, and you will need to. Objection! Yes, my client did a lot of things wrong, and that is an understatement. But it also does have some good qualities. And maybe if you give it a chance, you would see it's not the worst thing in the world. One thing people like to complain about are the graphics. Yeah, the graphics are not the best, and they're not really that good, but they're a far cry from the PS1 graphics people make them out to be. Some people like to complain about the character models. The problem with that is the camera's so far away from the camera models that you can't even see these imperfections. And also, some of these are just deliberately made for lighting purposes anyway, so it's not a bad thing. People like to complain about Sandy's 2D helmet, but Sandy has a 2D helmet for lighting purposes only, and also it would make the graphics a lot easier to make instead of a 3D modeled helmet. For example, if it were 3D, the reason why is because the other games before this one were all kind of more freely you could rotate the camera. But a freely rotatable camera means that it would be hard to make the helmet a 2D sprite without it looking weird and artificial. But in Plankton's Robotic Revenge, because the lighting is so intense and so sensitive, it can kind of make the 3D model helmet seem kind of weird too. And also, what's wrong with the 2D sprite of Sandy's helmet? Like, it's not a big deal. The camera's fixed. You can't see it that well. Nobody cares. Another thing I don't like is that people say it's a cash grab trying to make people think it's going to be Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. Yeah, I don't even think Activision knew about Battle for Bikini Bottom's existence. I think they just wanted to make a game and wanted to make it with robots because that would have been the easy way out. Because it is a ripoff of Ratchet and Clank All for One after all. Therefore, I don't really think that they were having an evil scheme, and I think it would have just been better if people who thought that just didn't pre-order it. Because Activision's always been a kind of bad company when it comes to licensed games, and also their main franchise, Call of Duty. Also, the game was known for being developed by Big Sci Interactive, and their track record is that they make a lot of generic licensed games. So I don't think it's that they didn't know how to make a game. I think it's that they don't specialize in making games and just want to make money. So, sorry. So now the game does have its downsides, and that's what it's most known for. For example, one of the biggest, I could say memes, but not really memes, is the title screen, where the only sound on the title screen is the title music and the character saying SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge, when you should get it in your head that it is SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge. But it's not that awful, and I don't think it's the worst title screen I've ever seen in a game. Hero Pants. Also, well, I do think that the title screen's not that bad. The gameplay is really bad. If you're expecting a good game, from what I'm telling you, it is not a good game. Don't buy it. But The only gameplay is literally shoot, 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 and then you beat the game. You literally just hold out till you beat the game. That's all there is to it. Why? Why? Who thought that was a good idea? I do think I know why that somebody thought that was a good idea, though. It's probably because it's easier to design levels around shoot, 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 jump, jump, shoot, 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 jump, jump, than it is to actually design good levels. Therefore, because they weren't caring about making a good game, they wanted to make it like that. Now, I'm not saying that was a good idea. Actually, it's not good to not care about what you're making. But it's kind of bad to act like it's Activision's fault or it's anybody's fault because they don't know how to make video games, and not that they're lazy at making video games. So my final verdict is that Plankton's Robotic Revenge is an innocent piece of shovelware that no one should care about, and that people were stupid for caring about in the first place. I order the defendant innocent.